The next issue to be discussed at this preliminary hearing is the schedule for the evidentiary hearing.
I'm glad that you brought that up. We anticipate that our case will take 3 hearing days. Mr. Faberman is now in sole practice. This is in the middle of the tax season, and for these reasons, he can only attend 1 day a week.
Mr. Chairman, this will never do. Our opening case alone will take at least 4 days. At this rate, we're not going to finish this year.
This is always a tricky matter. We asked the parties if they couldn't start the hearing before a 6-week period. They reevaluated their schedules and in fact did agree to start within 3 weeks. The rules give the arbitrator the authority to set the date, time, and place of the hearings. We set 3 days a week for 4 continuous weeks. Now that was a bit more than they estimated we'd need, but it's a good idea to have a few extra days in case there are some unexpected cancellations or in case the proceedings take longer than actually estimated. It's also reasonable to set the hearing times from 8 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon or 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. That will allow plenty of time for the parties to be prepared.
Okay, we set all the dates and times to accommodate everybody's schedule, and we got enough time to complete the hearing. I just want everybody to understand that this schedule now really binds. We're going to stick with it, and we are not going to change it except for really good cause. And the reason is just that if we don't really mean it and we break that schedule, it's just awful hard to get people back together again.
Before we end this preliminary hearing, can we stipulate that the final award will contain an opinion from the arbitrators?
For what reason? That would just delay the award.
An award is usually just a simple statement of the result. For example, the claimant wins X amount of dollars. One reason for that is that a written opinion or something in it can invite an attack upon the award. And even though courts ordinarily don't review arbitration awards on the merits, an attack can take up a lot of money and time and wasted effort. Also, it can take some time just to prepare a written opinion, and that can cost the parties money too. On the other hand, some parties are just not satisfied with an award that doesn't spell out the reasons that show how the arbitrators got where they got. And also, sometimes parties just need a written opinion spelling out the reasons for it so they can adjust their relationship into the future. You can obtain a lot of the benefits of a written opinion without opening the award to attack just by having the award set forth as to specific items. For example, X amount is awarded on this claim, Y amount on that claim. Bottom line, if the parties agree that the award ought to be a written opinion, it ought to be, and otherwise, probably it should not be. Well, you disagree as to whether there should be a written opinion, so we won't issue one. But we will have a separate decision in respect to each count of the complaint and the counterclaim. Okay, we'll issue a written order that sets forth everything that we've agreed to and all the schedules that we've set and ordered this morning so that everybody knows exactly what they are.
I always insist on summarizing arrangements made at the preliminary hearing. This serves several purposes. It emphasizes the obligations that the parties have undertaken, it prevents misunderstandings, and it reinforces the control that the arbitrators have over the proceeding. The results of the preliminary hearing should be memorialized in a preliminary hearing order or memorandum prepared by the panel and served on the parties.
Members of the panel, it has come to our attention that the claimant here has not paid its administrative fees.
Well, now, counsel, that's none of your business. That's between my client and the AAA.